got to start somewhere, and what better place to gain some insight into your chosen field than through an internship?
Holly Wilbanks of the Wilbanks Consulting Group is here to share some useful information as we shine the spotlight on National Internship Awareness Month. I didn't even know that existed.
It exists.
But it's here.
Yeah, it is, and it's a great month to be looking at internships.
Yeah.
Many businesses, if they have internship programs, particularly large or global businesses, they may have already done their intern hiring already, but a lot of small and medium-sized businesses are still looking for interns at this point, so it's a great month to be celebrating and looking.
Now, why would you say internships are so important? I mean, I would guess that you're getting that real-world work experience.
That is so true. That's exactly what it is, because a lot of times what students are learning in the classroom is very different in the workplace. And so taking that theory and seeing how it applies in practice in a workspace is super important for understanding, okay, this is what I'm actually going to do when I graduate versus the theory of what I think I'm going to do when I graduate.
I want to just play the devil's advocate here. What happens if you get into your internship and you realize, oh wait, maybe I don't want to do this?
That is possibly one of the best reasons to do an internship.
Good. Okay,
it gives you a chance to try out what you think you want to be doing as a career. And then if you hate your internship, it's unpacking. Did I hate the work that I was doing? Did I not like my supervisor? Did I not like the workplace culture or the way that things were set up? Those are things to unpack, and then if it's actually the work that you were doing, it might be time to go back to your advisor on campus or counselor in your career development center to say, okay, this didn't work with the skills that I have. What are my other options for jobs after graduation?
I think something just as small as learning how to respond to something like emails.
Yes.
I mean, that's a big deal.
So I would say one of the most popular or frequent, I should say, disconnects that we're seeing is young professionals who are coming into the workplace. They get an email and they start working on whatever was assigned to them, but they forget to reply to the email and say, I'm working on this. Is it okay if I get this to you on Thursday or something? There's no acknowledgement that they even got the message.
Right.
And so supervisors and managers are like, hello, are you working on this?
Yes. And they're like, yeah, I'm almost done.
Yeah.
But there's no acknowledgement.
But there's no
receipt.
acknowledgement. So you just need to do a simple reply. I received this. I have some questions. Can we talk later? Or I received this. I'm working on it, whatever the situation is.
Yeah. So when do you think is the best time for someone, because I know here you have to be in college, but I would assume that you'd want to be maybe in your first couple years because of that possibility that you may not want to be in that career.
Exactly, and you can do it in college, freshman, sophomore, junior, even senior year after college. If you're not getting a job right away, see if you can get an internship.
Yeah.
And of course, high school students, there are actually internships out there for high school students as well, and the guidance counselors have that information. All you have to do is make that effort, go to the guidance counselor and ask, what are the internship options for students at the school and what would be a good fit for me?
Yeah, and in addition to guidance counselors, I remember trying to find internships when I was young. I mean, I was just calling around to companies that I was interested in working for.
Absolutely. You can totally cold call that you know and you think are interesting. Most likely they'll connect you with the HR office. Depending on the size of the business, if it's a really big business, they're going to go ahead to our website and apply via our internships portal online. But if it's a small or medium-sized business, then you might actually get to talk to somebody and you have a chance to sell your skill set and why you would be a good intern.
So what happens after that internship? If there are parents watching at home and their kiddos are getting ready to apply for that first one, what happens after it's all said and done?
That's a great point. So students definitely want to make sure they add it to their resume, add it to their LinkedIn profile. But one of the new trends that we have seen is developing portfolios. And this is for people in all majors, all industries, all roles. So typically portfolios were for people maybe in the arts, the creative arts, right? You can do a portfolio if you're a data analyst now, and you can do a little Zoom session where you record that and you show yourself working a spreadsheet and maybe making some numbers or visualizations with that. And if you can put that in a digital portfolio that only you share with certain people, that can show your skill set and that you have the ability to do certain things for the job.
Things have really advanced.
Well, I was going to say they've really changed so much.
They really have, and the most important thing about putting your portfolio together is to make sure you check with your supervisor so that you're not putting sensitive information about the company out to the public domain or anyone else. Your supervisor will help you kind of make it generic and not necessarily about the company or the project, and that way you can share that information.
Yeah, I would say that sometimes internships, at least when I was younger, they would get a bad rap because when you thought internship, you thought, oh, fetching coffee, or you just like running miscellaneous, getting the donuts in the morning. It shouldn't be that, and for the most part, it's not that, right?
I would say most internships are not about photocopying. That's just kind of gone by the wayside. But even the copying and errand running has really gone away. If you find you're in an internship where you're getting tasked with that, definitely reach out to somebody you trust, whether it's somebody in your guidance office, your career development center, and say, how do I turn this around? Because I don't think I'm getting meaningful work experience.
Holly, great stuff as always. I love that we were celebrating National Internship.
Love it.
Okay.
Good tips.
Thank you.
Thanks, Holly. If you're interested in career services offered by the Wilbanks Consulting Group, we will have more information on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.